Alrighty, good evening, welcome back. Got a nice, very nice looking Porterhouse in front of us today, and you might say, Porterhouse? Like, Brian, what are you doing? Well, you know, I just decided to try something different. Went to the meat market here in town. They had some nice looking ribeyes, had some nice top sirloin, and then these caught my eye. This is about a 1.9 pound Porterhouse. And real simple prep before we put it on the grill is I'm just going to go ahead and take some salt here and lightly coat both sides. And then this is actually going to go in the fridge probably for about a half an hour or so. And I'm just going to kind of let it do like a really quick dry brine. So besides that, I'm going to pick back up here when I'm down in the garage, and I'll show you what kind of grill we're going to use. So we'll see in a little bit. Alrighty, so if you haven't guessed it already, we are going to be cooking on the Primo XL. I really don't use this grill a lot, and it is awesome. She's got some years on her. I actually acquired this from my dad, Tom Horseman. You know, you might as well, if you haven't heard of his YouTube channel by now, you might as well go over there and check it out. But yeah, we're gonna cook it on the Primo. The cool thing about the Primo, you can cook on different levels, and then there's also a charcoal divider. So we're gonna reverse sear this steak, and how we're gonna do that is I'm gonna let this get up. I am going to use, not Bush Light, but I'm going to use BBQ Guru just for the first part of the cook. I want to maintain this at about 225, and I really don't want to mess with any vents, and you really don't have to, but with that, you definitely don't have to. So this grate's on the normal way. The other grate's going to go on upside down to get it closer to the coals. We're going to reverse sear it on this side until she hits probably about 110, 115. Open up the vents, let this thing heat up to 500 degrees, and sear it for a couple minutes on each side. So I hope I explained that easily enough how we're going to do it. Indirect reverse sear. And yeah, that's about all I got. I'll pick back up when we're putting the steak on. Alrighty, so we are back. Let's give you a quick peek here. See, I just put the Porterhouse on. I got a couple baked potatoes there I threw in the microwave. They're not quite done, so I put them over the coal side. You can see I do have a food probe stuck on the strip side of this, and I'm going to probably let this cook until it reaches an internal of about probably 110, 115, and then let this thing really heat up and sear it off. So I will pick back up when we're doing that. Alrighty, so we are back. Porterhouse was on for about 35 minutes at 225. And internal right now is at about anywhere between like 115 and 120. I already got her rubbed down with some olive oil. I already got the other side nice and coated. And the seasoning we're going to use tonight, or the rub I should say, or seasoning. You guys know I like this stuff. You guys and girls know I like this stuff. This is the Grill Mates Brown Sugar Bourbon. This is my favorite steak seasoning to use. I love it. It's really good. We're going to go on just like that. We're kind of going to go ahead and do a little pat. We're going to kind of pat it in. And this is going to sit right here in the stovetop until I get the Primo up, probably to about 550. And I will pick back up when we are searing it off, so we'll see you then. Alrighty, so we are back. The Primo right now is, the gauge says around 430, 440, but my CyberQ tells me otherwise. It's probably around 500. We're going to open it up, put the steak on. And one thing with these ceramics, you just got to be careful when you open them up when they're this hot, because if you just open it up and go like that, it will flare up on you. So what we're going to do is we're going to burp it. Kind of let some of that heat get out of there. We're going to go ahead and open it so it doesn't flame up on us. And you can see the coals are nice and piping hot. I already rubbed down the grates with some olive oil, so we're going to go ahead and throw the Porterhouse right on. We are going to close it up, and we're going to let this go for 2 minutes, and then flip it and check it. So we'll see you in about we're just going to let it go 2 minutes, and then we're going to flip it. So we'll see you in 2 minutes. Alrighty, so we are back. And again, we're going to go ahead and flip it. But before we flip it, we'll give it a good burp. Make sure it doesn't flame up on us. And let's go ahead and flip the Porterhouse, see how she's doing. Oh yeah, looking mighty nice. So we're going to go ahead and close it out. I'm going to go another 2 minutes. And I'm going to check the internal. And if it's good, we'll see you up in the kitchen. Alrighty, another 2 minutes is up. Go ahead and pull her off. And we're going to check the internal on this beast of a steak. Looking pretty dang good. Check the internal on it. There you go. I don't know if you can see that or not. Right at about 127 on the strip side. Well, you know, same thing on the sirloin side. So we're going to go ahead and bring this upstairs, let it sit for 5 minutes, and we'll pick back up when it's ready to eat. Alrighty, so we are back. let the steak rest for about 5, let's say 7 minutes. And you can, honestly, you can really smell the oak coming off of this, like my house. It's not a smell I intend to like in my house, but this steak smells fantastic. It's going to be a good eat. Go ahead and give you a 360 here. So you got a nice baked potato on there. Porterhouse steak. About perfect. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and eat. I believe I said the cook time was 225 reverse searing this thing. It was indirect heat. But at 225, I think it was like, I don't remember what I said, 30 to 45 minutes. We'll just go with that. And then I seared it on each side once I got the Primo up to, 450 plus for 2 minutes a side. Let it rest for 5 minutes. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and eat. You guys have a good night, and we'll see you later. Alrighty, so what we got going on here is a little during the meal talk, because I'm still eating my nice porterhouse. But I just figured, you know what? I'll show you a quick piece off of this strip side. I don't know how well you can see that, but this thing is, let's give it a bite. I was a person who always needed steak sauce with my steaks, and I'll just get my 2 cents on this. But since I read about and learned about what a reverse sear was, getting that steak some good smoke, and then searing it off, as long, in my opinion, as long as you do the sear nice and hot, a couple minutes each side, the steaks do not need any steak sauce. So I just wanted to put that quick tidbit in there. I did throw a couple chunks of oak on with it, on the Primo earlier. I didn't say that earlier, but wow. Just, try reverse searing. I encourage everyone that watches this video to try a reverse sear steak. Even if you got to do it on your pellet grill, and say you reverse sear it at, say you cook it at 200 degrees, and then go ahead and, so, if you don't want to waste pellets, go ahead and fire up your gas grill, get it nice and hot, give it a good sear on each side, and you will not be disappointed. So besides that, I'm going to finish eating my nice porterhouse and potatoes here, and you guys have a good night.